Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Hold. Hold. ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ईश्वरः परमः कृष्णः सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहः अनादिरादिर्गोविन्दः सर्वकारणकारणं कृष्णं नारायणं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे व्रजप्रियं कृष्णं द्वैपायनं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे कृतासुतम् सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। रमापतिपदां भोज परिस्फुरति मानसं सेनापतिमहं वन्दे विश्वक्सेनं निरन्तरम् प्रह्लाद नारद पराशर पुण्डरीक व्यासम्बरीश शुक शौनक भीष्मदाल्भ्यान् रुक्माङ्गदार्जुन वसिष्ठ विभीषणादीन् पुण्यानिमान् परमभागवतान् स्मरामि। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदा यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते प्रकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः यन्त्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेतुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमतितितीर्षतान्तमोऽन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। यस्य भगवताख्या सर्वेषां भक्तिदाम्रिणां सैव करुणा सिन्धुः बोधितात्मा गुरुर्मम। तस्मै श्री वासुदेवाय धरणी सुररूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय तुभ्यं श्री गुरवे नमः। शङ्खचक्रगदा पद्मधारिणे गुरुरूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय वासुदेवाय ते नमः। संसारसागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्मग्राहगृहीताङ्गं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात्। श्रीमद्भागवतार्थोऽयं प्रत्यक्षः कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे। मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफलः सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यः दासोऽहं तव केशव। शुकरूपप्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्रविशारद एतत्कथा प्रकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशय। पीताम्बरं करविराजितचक्रशङ्खं कौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रं राधासहायमतिसुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेशमनिशं हृदि भावयामि। वातालयेशमनिशं हृदि भावयामि। Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Bhagavad session. We are in the first skanda. We have completed first 6 chapters. We are on that story when Naradji is telling Vyasji about his previous birth. And in that, we have seen how Naradji was a son of a Dasi, and how with his unusual discipline, how he had incurred love of the Brahmanas, and they had, given him the knowledge. And he was at mere 5. He got that jnana. So we are listening to his previous story. So that's the continuation. And now what happens after? It means Naraji is telling Dasi about how he got the knowledge in which birth, how old was he, like mere 5, and then what happens. So we are going to start straight away with this chapter 6 of the first skanda. So it's Naraji's previous birth story is a continuation. Okay. So those who want to volunteer, please raise hands. We'll take one by one only. We don't have to also listen. We'll take one by one. We'll see. Okay. So Vidyaji, we start first with you. अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः।
अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः।
सूत उवाच
सूत उवाच
एवं निशम्य भगवान् देवर्षेर्जन्म कर्म च भूयः पप्रच्छतं ब्रह्मन् not प्रपच्छ पप्रच्छ
भूयः पप्रच्छतं ब्रह्मन्
व्यासः सत्यवती सुतः। सूत उवाच एवं निशम्य भगवान् देवर्षेर्जन्म कर्म च।
ॐ सूत उवाच एवं निशम्य भगवान् देवर्षेर्जन्म कर्म च
भूयः पप्रच्छ तं ब्रह्मन्, पप्रच्छ is a द्वित्वम्, भूयः पप्रच्छ तं ब्रह्मन् व्यासः सत्यवती सुतः।
भूयः प्रपच्छ भूयः पप्रच्छ तं ब्रह्मन् व्यासः सत्यवती सुतः। ॐ सूत उवाच एवं निशम्य भगवान् देवर्षेर्जन्म कर्म च भूयः पप्रच्छ तं ब्रह्मन् व्यासः सत्यवती सुतः।
Now in this chapter, the opening mantra starts with the Suta's words. Suta says like, Evam, in this way, Nishamya, having heard Bhagavan Devarshir Janma Karma Cha, Naraji's previous birth stories, Bhuyaha, again, Papracha Tam Brahman, who Vyasaha Satyavati Sutaha, Vyasji Satyavati son, again asked what the next question will come. So having heard his story, now Vyasji has a next question to him. What is that? That would be the next mantra. Suta uvacha evam nishamya bhagavan devarshir karma cha oyah paprachatam brahmam vyasa satyavati sutaha. Vyasa uvacha
व्यास उवाच
भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते
भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते
विज्ञानाद्रेष्टृभिस्तव
विज्ञानादेष्टृभिस्तव
वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये
वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये
ततः किमकरोत् भवान्।
ततः किमकरोत् भवान्।
व्यास उवाच भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते, विप्रवसिते अगेन द्वित्वा, भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते विज्ञानादेष्टृभिस्तव।
व्यास उवाच भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते विज्ञानादेष्टृभिस्तव
वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये ततः किमकरोत् भवान्।
वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये ततः किमकरोत् भवान्। व्यास उवाच भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते विज्ञानादेष्टृभिस्तव वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये ततः किमकरोत् भवान्।
Bhikshubhihi, our third case, many bhikshu. So all those brahmanas, vipravasite. Vipravasite went to another place. Vijnana adeshtrubhihi. So all the knowledge, when they have given you all the upadesha, when they have given you all the knowledge tava, to you, and then they left the place, Vartamanaha at that time, Vayasyate, Vayasi, Adye, Vayasi, of the age, Adye, you were in your initial years of life. Vayasyade, Vayasi plus Adye. You were in your initial years of your life, means you were very young. He was a mere 5-year-old boy. Tataha, then, Kim, akarot bhavan. Okay. Kimarod is there, right? Kim akarot bhavan. What did you do? You got the highest knowledge. You are at 5 years old. And now the bhikshus have gone. So then what happens to you? What have you done thereafter? Vyasi's question to Naradji. Vyasa uvacha bhikshubhirvipravasite vijnanadeshtubhistava vartamano vayasyadye tatah kimakarod bhavan kimakarod bhavan. Aapne kya kiya? Bhavan is like aap in, that's it. In the first line, tava, adesha. So tava is you in tum and bhavan is aap. So in both ways it is used. Even for guru, you will find many times tava, like means your, you, tumhare, like that usage will also be there, and which is not out of disrespect in Sanskrit. So bhavan need not be used always. In both ways, it will. Bhavan is with respect. But to call guru with tava charana, like that means tumhare charan kamal. In that sense, your, in English, it doesn't make any difference with you and your. But in Hindi, when we use tum and aap, it is very different. Sanskrit, we have those words. But for guru, tum is also said in many places. व्यास उवाच भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते विज्ञानादेष्टुभिस्तव वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये ततः किमकरोत् भवान् स्वायम्भुवकया वृत्त्या
स्वयंभुवकया वृत्त्या
वर्तितं ते परं वयः
वर्तितं ते परं वयः
कथञ्चेदमुदस्राक्षीः
कथञ्चेदमुदस्राक्षीः
काले प्राप्ते कलेवरम्
काले प्राप्ते कलेवरम्
स्वायम्भुवकया वृत्त्या वर्तितं ते परं वयः
स्वयंभुवकया वृत्त्या वर्तितं ते परं वयः
कथञ्चेदमुदस्राक्षीः काले प्राप्ते कलेवरम्
कथञ्चेदमुदस्राक्षीः काले प्राप्ते कलेवरम्
कथं च idam udasrakshi, that is the way. Katham chedam udasrakshi, say. So it is katham cha idam udasrakshi.
स्वयंभुवकया वृत्त्या वर्तितं ते परं वयः कथञ्चेदमुदस्राक्षीः काले प्राप्ते कलेवरम्
Swayambhuva. Swayambhuva is, self-born. He was born from Brahmaji, right? So he is addressing, Vyasi is addressing Naradji, oh self-born one. You came from Brahmaji. Taya, in which manner, Vrittya, Vartitam, Te, Param, Vayaha. After this, the rest of your life, how did you spend? What did you, by which means you have then spent your rest of the life? And then, Katham, how, cha means and how, idam, udasrakshihi, kale prapte kalevaram. Idam kalevaram, kale prapte, katham udasrakshihi, udasrakshi left. Kale prapte, when the time was right, when the time came, kalevaram, body. How did you leave the body, udasrakshi? So the question is, you are 5, you already got the knowledge. So the remaining life, how did you spend?
Varsha, you're on mute.
Sorry. So, talking to my mother. Okay. So, Rakshi, how did you leave Kale Prapte Kalevaram, the body that has been right? So, first, as long as you had life, how did you spend life? And now you've already got the knowledge. Then, how did you leave the body? So, such beautiful questions Vyashi had for Naraji. Swayam Bhuvakaya Vritya Vartitante Param Vayaha Kathan we are always, I wanted that now we are only few people in the class and all are ace chanters. That nya sound for the church, nya. So we should try to get that for the anuswara instead of merely saying na, kathan chet. Normally we are doing that. But if we get that nya, kathan chet, nya, where the fat, broader base of the tongue touches the soft palate behind. Kathanchedamudasrakshi. So we should try and get the nyakara. Kathanchedamudasrakshi. Kale prapte kalevaram.
I think Varsha, we were doing the Bhikshu Dir Vipravasite, right? No, sorry. Sorry, my mistake.
Okay, fine. So now let's go to next. Nikhila ji. But Srihari ji will also chant, right? But we'll still do one by one. Nikhila ji. प्राकल्पविषयामेताम्
प्राक्कल्पविषयामेताम्
वृतिं ते सुरसत्तम
वृतिं ते सुरसत्तमा
न ह्येषव्यवधात् कालः. To provide one visarga over there. न ह्येषव्यवधात् कालः
न ह्येष्यव्यवधात् कालः
एष सर्वनिराकृतिः
एष सर्वनिराकृतिः
प्राकल्पविषयामेताम् स्मृतिं ते मुनिसत्तम.
सुरसत्तमा वर्षाजी.
Yeah, Surasattama, sorry. Yeah.
प्राक्कल्पविषयामेताम् स्मृतिं ते सुरसत्तमा
Na Heshavya, so there is a Dvitva. Na Heshav, na also should have a Dvitva because Bhavaniya. Na Heshavyavadhat kalaha Esha sarvanirakritihi.
ह्येष्यव्यवधात् कालः एष सर्वनिराकृतिः प्राक्कल्पविषयामेताम् वृतिं ते सुरसत्तमा न ह्येष्यव्यवधात् कालः एष सर्वनिराकृतिः.
Prakalpa. In the previous years, Vishayametam, all these topics, Smritim te Surasattama. Surasattama, the greatest of all the munis, of all the great munis, Etam Vishayam, na hi esha vyavadhat kalaha esha sarva nirakriti. Esha sarva nirakriti, you clear all my these doubts. What doubt? The time. How did it not act on you? Vyavadhat kalaha. So I don't remember, right? My previous birth stories. Smriti is gone. Once I'm coming out of a womb, up till even we have references in the womb, we have still the memory. But afterwards, At the time of delivery, when we are coming out, we lose all the memory. We don't hang fully the memory of our past lives. God alone knows what chaotic world this would have been if we indeed have the details of our past life. So Vyasi's question to him is, O Sura Sattama, etam prakalpa vishayam kalaha na hi vyavadhat. How that time has not affected you? How are you still remembering all that? Esha sarva nirakritihi. So please clear all these doubts. प्राकल्पविषयामेता स्मृतिन्ते सुरसत्तम न ह्येष व्यवधात् कालः एष सर्वनिराकृतिः नारद उवाच
नारद उवाच
भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते
भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते
विज्ञानादेष्टृभिर्मम
विज्ञानादेष्टृभिर्मम.
Same line as number 3. Number 2, the second line. The second shloka, the first line. Vartamano vayasyadye.
वर्तमानो व्ययस्याद्ये
Vayasyadye.
वयस्याद्ये
Tate tadakarasham. Sorry. Did I
एतदकारम्
say tat? It is tata. Huh? Tata etadakarasham.
तत एतदकारशम्.
नारद उवाच भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते विज्ञानादेष्टृभिर्मम
नारद उवाच भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते विज्ञानादेष्टृभिर्मम.
वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये तत एतदकारशम्
वर्तमानो व्यवस्याद्ये
वर्तमानो
वयस्याद्ये वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये तत एतदकारशम्. नारद उवाच भिक्षुभिर्विप्रवसिते विज्ञानादेष्टृभिर्मम. वर्तमानो वयस्याद्ये तत एतदकारशम्.
So all that lines are said that Bhikshubhihi Vipravasite, when the Munis went, when those Brahmanas went, Vidnyana Adeshtubhi Mama, by giving me all the knowledge, Vartamanaha Vayasi Adde, since my age was small at that time, Tata Etada Karasham, Etat Akarasham. This is what I did. What I did is coming in the next verse. This is what I did. This means, and then the next verse follows after that. Narada Uvacha Bhikshubhirvipravasite Vijnanadeshtubhirmama Vartamano Vayasyadye Tataye Tadakarasham Ekatmaja me janani
एकात्मजा मे जननी
योषिन्मूढा च किङ्करी
योषिन्मूढा च किङ्करी
मय्यात्मजेनन्यगतौ
मय्यात्मजेनन्यगतौ
चक्रे स्नेहानुबन्धनम्
चक्रे स्नेहानुबन्धनम्
एकात्मजा मे जननी योषिन्मूढा च किङ्करी
एकात्मजा मे जननी योषिन्मूढा च किङ्करी
मय्यात्मजेनन्यगतौ चक्रे स्नेहानुबन्धनम्
मय्यात्मजेनन्यगतौ चक्रे स्नेहानुबन्धनम् एकात्मजा मे जननी योषिन्मूढा च किङ्करी मय्यात्मजेनन्यगतौ चक्रे स्नेहानुबन्धनम्.
So what he said, Ekatmaja. Atmaja born out of Ekatmaja, me Janani. I was the only son of my mum. Okay. And who is how? Yoshi, this lady, I was born out of this lady who is Mudhacha Kinkari, who is so ignorant. She's Mudha and she's Kinkari. She's a sevak. She's a dasi. And Mayatmaje, over there the Sandhi see, Mai, Atmaje, Ananya, Gatau. So, without me, in me, Ananya Gatau, she has nowhere else, means she felt I was dependent on her and Ananya Gatau. Both of them are interdependent and they had nobody else to go to and to take care of him. In this way, Chakre, she did what? Snehanu-bandhanam. She tied him and her to each other in the Sneha Pasha, in the attachment. So this is the only son. The son will have not nowhere else to go. He's just 5-year-old. Okay, so she is the only Dasi. She is ignorant. So she's thinking the son is dependent on her. And she is pampering, and with her love, with her ignorance, with all that, she had tied Naradji to her. Means she had not left him. Right? No, even we were, whether we have knowledge or not, we will not leave our 5-year-olds, right? So like us only. So we are also saying mudhas only. And just imagine the situation if the young one in the house has got knowledge and wants to go. Would we understand also that we will see in our Mohamaya attachment only to that small child? The small child will not understand anything and we'll hold on. She also did the same thing. She held on to him because she thinks he's dependent on her. Ekatmaja me janani योषिन्मूढा च किङ्करी मय्यात्मजेनन्यगतौ चक्रे स्नेहानुबन्धनम्. Shri Hariji. Sa स्वतन्त्रा न कल्पासीत्. ending. Kalpasit. Halantata.
स्वतन्त्रात कल्पासीत्
योगक्षेमं ममेच्छति.
योगक्षेमं ममेच्छति
ईशस्य हि वशे लोकः.
ईशस्य हि वशे लोकः
योषादारुमयी यथा.
योषादारुमयी यथा
सा स्वतन्त्रा न कल्पासीत् योगक्षेमं ममेच्छति.
सा स्वतन्त्रा न कल्पासीत् योगक्षेमं ममेच्छति
ईशस्य हि वशे लोकः योषादारुमयी यथा.
ईशस्य हि वशे लोकः योषादारुमयी यथा सा स्वतन्त्रा न कल्पासीत् योगक्षेमं ममेच्छति ईशस्य हि वशे लोकः योषादारुमयी यथा.
सा स्वतंत्रा. Sandhi. Sa aswatantra. She wasn't independent. She was dependent. And that's why yoga kshemam. What you have, you need to preserve. What you don't have, you need to acquire. Mama ichhati. So, she was herself a dasi. So, she's not like a very independent. And she has to fend for the needs and wants of the child's upbringing. And she was not so very capable also of doing that much because she's a Dasi only. So she herself is not so independent, being a Dasi. And this, the second line gives us how this whole world is being orchestrated by Isha. Ishasya hi vashe lokaha. This entire universe is, is being ruled by Isha, by the Lord. Exactly like Yosha, the dolls, Darumai. Daru means wood. Swarnamai means of Swarna, like the Darumai of wood. Dolls, Yatha. Means what? How the puppet dolls are there, right? Okay, did she exit? Maybe her internet went. Nikhila ji sent a I think. She might join. So, Yosha Darumai. So, how the puppet moves her hands, leg, head by the one who is controlling those threads. Puppet on its own doesn't move, right? The dolls, if we have seen. Like the puppets are moved, the wooden dolls are moved by the one who is doing the puppet show. Like that, how the Ishwar is doing for the universe. Like that, mother is dependent on somebody to move her so that she can fend her child. Are we clear? Very beautiful line this is. Sa swatantra. She's not swatantra. Sa aswatantra. She's dependent. Sa swatantra na kalpasi yogakshemam mamechhati ishasya hi vashe lokaha yosha darumai yatha. We will wait for her to join, but till then we can continue. When she comes, she can take her chance. Lataji, you can come over. Number 8. Ahancha tad brahma kule.
अहञ्च तद्ब्रह्मकुले
Ushivamstadapekshaya.
ऊशिवांस्तदपेक्षया
Digdeshakalavyutpannaha.
दिग्देशकालाव्युत्पन्नः
Palakah panchahayanaha.
बालकः पञ्चहायनः
Ahancha tad brahma kule. Ushivamstadapekshaya.
अहञ्च तद्ब्रह्मकुले ऊशिवांस्तदपेक्षया
Digdeshakalavyutpannaha. Palakah panchahayanaha.
दिग्देशकालाव्युत्पन्नः बालकः पञ्चहायनः
Palakah
अहन्
Palakah.
pardon no
Palakah.
this is balakah no
Yeah,
balakah
yeah.
yeah sorry दिग्देशकालाव्युत्पन्नः बालकः पञ्चहायनः अहञ्च तद्ब्रह्मकुले ऊशिवांस्तदपेक्षया दिग्देशकालाव्युत्पन्नः बालकः पञ्चहायनः
Okay. Hari Om Shri Harishi will continue after Lataji. We technical issues, we have no control right now. Like my power is down. Oh, if I am saying it has come back again. I'm experiencing since this last night, the power is going and coming anyways. But luckily, there is a backup for our internet. Only for the class purpose it has come. So after Lataji, Shri Harishi will continue. So now we are doing this 8th mantra. So what did he do then was this question, right? Tad Brahma Kule. In that locality of where those Brahmanas were said, Ushivan, I live. Tad Upekshaya. Tad Upekshaya. Upekshaya by that ashray. So under the Brahmana Kula's ashray only I was living in that shelter. Dik, Desha, Kala, Avyutpannaha, no experience of big, Desh, Kal, of directions, Desha, of space, of Kal. I have no experience of that. Panchahayanaha, because I was just 5 years old. So I continued to live in that same locality. Ahancha tad brahma kule ऊशिवांस्तदपेक्षया दिग्देशकालाव्युत्पन्नः अव्युत्पन्नः. Okay. Digdeshakala avyutpanna. No experience of Digdesha and Kala. Balakah panchahayanah ekada nirgatangeha.
एकदा निर्गतान् गेहात्.
Not nirgatang.
Okay. एकदा निर्गतान् गेहात्. Is it ta or da?
Gehat. Ta. When
Ta.
you open the sandhi, it will become ta.
Okay. एकदा निर्गतान् गेहात्.
Duhanti nishigam pati.
दुहन्तीं निशिगां पति.
Pati.
Yeah. Go.
On the road.
Okay. दुहन्तीं निशिगां पथि.
On the way. Sarpo dashatpada sprishtaha.
सर्पो दशत्पदा स्पृष्टः.
Krupanam kalachoditāha.
कृपणां कालचोदितः.
Ekada nirgatang gehat. Duhanti nishigam pati.
एकदा निर्गतां गेहात्. दुहन्तीं निशिगां पथि.
Sarpo dashatpada sprishtaha. Rupanam kalachoditāha.
सर्पो दशत्पदा स्पृष्टः. कृपणां कालचोदितः. एकदा निर्गतां गेहात्. दुहन्तीं निशिगां पथि. सर्पो दशत्पदा स्पृष्टः. कृपणां कालचोदितः.
Ekada, once, nirgatam gehat, Panchami Vibhakti. Geha, house. Gehat, from the house. Nirgatam, she goes from the house. Duhantim, nishi, duhantim, to milk. Nishi, night. Gam, cow. Gam duhantim, to milk the cows in the night. Once she left the house in the night to milk the cows. Pathi, on the way, Sarpaha adashat. The snake bites her. Padas prushtaha. To her leg. Her leg touches the snake and the snake. Krupanam. Krupanam means, poor lady. Kala choditaha. So, as the time came for her to go, that nimitta was only that snake. So she passes away by a snake bite. She dies. His mother passes away. Ekada nirgatam gehat. Duhanti nishigam pati. Sarpo dashat, sarpaha adashat. Sarpo dashat pada sprishtaha. Krupanam kalachoditāha. Tada tadahanishasya.
तदा तदहमीशस्य.
Bhaktānaṁ shamabhīpsatah.
भक्तानां शमभीप्सतः.
Anugraham manyamanah. Pratishtham dishamuttaram.
अनुग्रहं मन्यमानः
Oh, so I should have awaited, no? Sorry. Anugraham manyamanaha.
अनुग्रहं मन्यमानः
Pratishtan dishamuttaram.
प्रातिष्ठन् दिशमुत्तराम्
Tada tadahamishasya bhaktanam shamabhipsataha.
तदा तदहमीशस्य भक्तानां शमभीप्सतः
Anugraham manyamanaha. Pratishtan dishamuttaram.
अनुग्रहं मन्यमानः प्रातिष्ठन् दिशमुत्तराम् तदा तदहमीशस्य भक्तानां शमभीप्सतः अनुग्रहं मन्यमानः प्रातिष्ठन् दिशमुत्तराम्
So, see how positive outlook. Death of a mother also, Naraji has taken it in a positive sense. He's saying, Tada, that time, Tad, that incidence of his mother dying, Aham, I, Ishasya Anugraham Manyamanaha. I took it as Bhagwan's grace on me. And how is that, Isha? Bhaktanam Shama Bhipsataha. Shama Daya Bhipsataha. Bhaktanam. For his devotees, he is only desiring welfare. And out of that compassion, Lord has done some krupa on me. So I am taking Manyamanaha Anugraham. This I am taking is as God's krupa. And then Pratishtham. And I left towards Vishamuttaram. Towards the north side, I left. Taking this as a cue from God, a clue from Lord, I left from there. Tada tadahamishasya bhaktanam shamabhipsataha anugraham mamyamanaha pratishtan dishamuttaram. Shri Hariji, you can continue. You have done only one verse, so we continue. Gītāņjanapadāṁstatra
हीताञ्जनपदांस्तत्र
पुरग्रामप्रजाकरा
पुरग्रामप्रजाकरान्
एकखर्वटवाटीश्च
खेटखर्वटवाटीश्च
वनान्युपवनानि च
वनान्युपवनानि च
चित्रधातुविचित्रार्द्रीन् निभभग्नभुजद्रुमा
चित्रधातुविचित्रार्द्रीनिभभग्नभुजद्रुमान्
जलाशयान्
जलाशयाञ्छिवजलान्
नलिनी सुरसेविताः
नलिनी सुरसेविताः
चित्रस्वनैः पत्ररथैः
चित्रस्वनैः पत्ररथैः
बिभ्रमद्भ्रमरश्रियः
विभ्रमद्भ्रमरश्रियः
नलवेणुशरस्तम्भकुशकीचकगह्वरम्
नलवेणुशरस्तम्भकुशकीचकगुह्वरम् सारी
कुश
नलवेणुशरस्तम्भकुशकीचकगह्वरम्
एक एवाति यातोऽहम्
एक एवाति यातोऽहम्
अद्राक्षं विपिनं महत्
अद्राक्षं विपिनं महत्
घोरं प्रतिभयाकारं व्यालोलूकशिवाचिरम्
घोरं प्रतिभयाकरं घोरं प्रतिभयाकारं व्यालोलूकशिवाजिरम्
पीताञ्जनपदांस्तत्र पुरग्रामप्रजाकरा
भीताञ्जनपदांस्तत्र पुरग्रामव्रजाकरान्
हेतखर्वतवाटीश्च वनान्युपवनानि च
खेटखर्वटवाटीश्च वनान्युपवनानि च
चित्रधातुविचित्रार्द्री निभभग्नभुजद्रुमा
चित्रधातुविचित्रार्द्रीनिभभग्नभुजद्रुमान्
चित्रधातुविचित्रार्द्री इभभग्न जलाशयान् शिवजलान् नलिनी सुरसेविताः
जलाशयान् नलिनी सुरसेविताः
चित्रस्वनैः पत्ररथैः विभ्रमभ्रमरश्रियः
चित्रस्वनैः पत्ररथैः बिभ्रमद्भ्रमरश्रियः
नलवेणुशरस्तम्भकुशकी च गगौहरम्
नलवेणुशरस्तम्भकुशकी च गह्वरम्
एक एवापि यातोऽहम् अद्राक्षं विपिनं महत्
एक एवातियातोऽहम् अद्राक्षं विपिनं महत्
घोरं प्रतिभयाकारं व्यालोलूकशिवाजिरम्
घोरं प्रतिभयाकारं व्यालोलूकशिवाजिरम् पीताञ्जनपदांस्तत्र पुरग्रामप्रजाकरान् खेटखर्वटवाटीश्च वनान्युपवनानि च चित्रधातुविचित्रार्द्रीनिभभग्नभुजद्रुमान् जलाशयान् नलिनी सुरसेविताः चित्रस्वनैः पत्ररथैः बिभ्रमद्भ्रमरश्रियः नलवेणुशरस्तम्भकुशकी चकगह्वरम् एक एवातियातोऽहम् अद्राक्षं विपिनं महत् घोरं प्रतिभयाकारं व्यालोलूकशिवाचिरम्
So now all these are just the descriptions of what all places he underwent and then where has he come finally. So all that description goes, Sphitanjana. Sphita is like Sphitan. Sphitan is like one which is, very prosperous. Janapada, people, where the locality which is, very rich and prosperous. Then Puragrama, villages also. And Puragrama Brajakaran, where there are big fields as well. Then Vraja Akaran. Akaran is all there are mines and all. Then Kheta. Kheta is all the farmlands, agriculturally rich farmlands. Kharvata. Kharvata is all the valleys. And Vati, Vatis are where the flower gardens are there. My niece was saying, you should take me to Sikkim. You should take me to Sikkim. So I was wondering, what is Sikkim? What is Sikkim so much? From third standard, I'm saying you have to go to Sikkim. Then I realized there is a valley of flowers over there. So at Sikkim. So now like that. Uh, Such a places where, there are vatis where everything, the whole mountain looks like very colorful in the valley of flowers. It's on the Himalayan range, it is, but comes in Sikkim. Then Vanani, all the forests, and Upavanani, the smaller forests. Then he has a Chitra Dhatu, where, all expensive metallurgies are there, like gold and silver and all. My God. Okay, I've got some insects flying over me. Okay. Then what else is there? Vichitra, so many different kinds of Adreen. Adreen is like mountains. And Ibha Bhagna Bhuja Druman. Ibha is our elephant. Bhagna, bro. Bhuja Druman. Bhuja, branches. Druman, of trees. So he has passed through such places where the trees have the broken branches because of elephants, where elephants. So before coming to Singapore and all, where I was in the hospital, and we had the hospital set up like that, where the trees and all were broken with elephants and all would frequent, and trees had certain markings also, because they would come and with their tusk and all, they would like how a carpenter would slice the wooden planks, like that the elephants would slice a part of a tree. So I can imagine what he is saying, because I have witnessed that literally when elephants are there around the forest, the trees, you can realize that, yeah, from this path the elephants are going. Then what is that? Bhujadruman. Then Jalashaya. There are water bodies. Jalashayan Shiva, where water bodies which would increase even your health. Nalini in that. Nalini is the lotus. Sura Sevitaha means even the devas, the Devaloka are serving like that to be over there. And then Chitra Swanaihi, where, pleasing to the heart, Patra Rathaihi, by the birds, Vibhramat, Bhramarashriyaha, and even the bees and the birds, where they are crowding. Then what? Nala Venu. Nala, again, one kind of a plant. Venu also. Venu is like the bamboo plants. Then Sharaha, Tumba means so many plants full with even the grasses like Kusha and Kichak and and Gavaram. There are caves also there. And then Eka Eva Atiyato, Eka Eva. I only came Atiyata. Atiyata means where there is no chance to go, which is very difficult place to go, which is a Durgama. So Atiyata, where to go is difficult. I came there all alone. Adraksham, I saw it. Vipinam, that the forest which is like a very dense forest I have seen. Mahat, which is very big. Ghoram, which is so frightening. Pratibhaya Akaram, which is really very deadly forest. Where Vyala, Uluka, all those animals, like these owls and tigers and bear, everything are living. To such a place I came. This is what Naraji is describing of where he went. That is the description going on. Okay. Sphitaञ्जनपदांस्तत्र पुरग्रामप्रजाकरान् खेतखर्वटवाटीश्च वनान्युपवनानि च चित्रधातु विचित्रात्रीनि भग्नभुजद्रुमा भुजद्रुमान् जलाशयान् शिवजलान् नलिनी सुरसेविताः चित्रस्वनैः विभ्रमभ्रमरश्रियः नलवेणुशरस्तम्भकुशकीचकगह्वरम् एकैवातियातोऽहम् अद्राक्षं विपिनं महद् घोरं प्रतिभयाकारं व्यालोलूकशिवाजिरम्. Time is up, but we will do one more and then we stop. Sajeev ji, let's go ahead. Parishrantendriyatmaham
परिश्रान्तेन्द्रियात्माहम्
Tripparito bubhukshitaha
त्रित्परीतो बुभुक्षितः
Snatva pitva hridenadya
स्नात्वा पीत्वा हृदे नद्या
Upasprishtho gatashramah
उपस्पृष्टो गतश्रमः
परिश्रान्तेन्द्रियात्माहं त्रिपर्यतो बुभुक्षितः
परिश्रान्तेन्द्रियात्माहम् त्रिट्परीतो बुभुक्षितः
स्नात्वा पीत्वा हृदेनद्या उपस्पृष्टो गतश्रमः
स्नात्वा पीत्वा हृदे नद्या उपस्पृष्टो गतश्रमः परिश्रान्तेन्द्रियात्माहम् त्रिट्परीतो बुभुक्षितः स्नात्वा पीत्वा हृदे नद्या उपस्पृष्टो गतश्रमः
Parishranta, tired, Indriyatmaham, physically, mentally, with all his sense organs, he was tired. And then, Trut Paritaha, to overcome thirst, Bubhukshitaha, and that hunger. What he did? Snatva, having taken bath, Pitva, having drunk from Hriday, means from the ponds, Nadya, from the river. Upasprushtaha, just by splashing the water, Gatashramaha, his all tiredness and all was boarded up. Whatever was on the way, the ponds and the lakes and the rivers. Parishrantendriyatmaham Tripparito bubhukshitaha Snatva pītvā hridēnadya Upasprushto gatashramah Tasminnirmanujēranye
तस्मिन्निर्मनुजेरण्ये
Pippalopastha asitaha
पिप्पलोपस्थ आस्थितः
Atmanatmanamatmastham
आत्मनात्मानमात्मस्थम्
Yatha shrutamachintayam
यथा श्रुतमचिन्तयम्
Tasminnirmanujēranye Pippalopastha asthitaha
तस्मिन्निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थ आस्थितः
Atmanatmanamatmastham Yatha shrutamachintayam
आत्मनात्मानमात्मस्थम् यथा श्रुतमचिन्तयम् तस्मिन्निर्मनुजेरण्ये पिप्पलोपस्थ आस्थितः आत्मनात्मानमात्मस्थम् यथा श्रुतमचिन्तयम्
Tasmin, in that Nirmanuja, deserted, there are no people over there, no human, no sign of any human being, Aranye, in such a forest. Pippalo upasthaha astitaha, Pippalopastaha, under a banyan tree, under a peepal tree, astitaha, he took shelter under a peepal tree. Then, this three words are there. Atma, one word, but three vibhaktis there. Atmana, third case. Atmanam, second case. Atmastha, the one which is inside. And all these three Atmas have different meanings. Okay, Atmana is by my mind, by my intelligence. Third case, with. Hmm? Atmanam, Paramatma. Second case of that Paramatma. Atmastham, in me, residing in me. Yathashrutam, how I had heard that knowledge from those Brahmanas. Achintayam, I began to meditate on that. I began to contemplate on the Lord which is inside me with my own mind. So all the three Atmas have three different meanings. Atmanatmanam Atmastham. With my mind thinking of the Lord who is residing in my heart. Atmastham. Tasmin Nirmanuj means to look for God. He's so near us, no? So I always feel like that Kasturi Mruga. It loves the smell of the Kasturi and it keeps on going, searching, runs here and there. But that Kasturi smell is coming from its own belly. So Lord, who is sitting inside our core of heart, and we go outside each time to search Him. Knowing also and listening from so many gurus also. But what did Naradji do? He just secluded. He's not afraid of the forest. He will get two insects are roaming around me from so, and then I'm doing with my hands, and it should not bite me. And over here, sitting in the comforts of the house, and look at that. Naradji, who is so young, he's in the forest where there are no Manushas, and there are these Ulu and Vyala and so many animals. There is nothing. And that he's not just afraid, but he is sitting there to contemplate. So what is sadhana? What is tapa? Again, we are coming to see that the outside frightening things. He has written in the previous that it is ghoram, pratibhayakaram. So much is there. It is a vipinam. It is mahat. In that, in spite of all that, he's not saying that he is fearless, but he is holding to the higher truth, which is not somewhere outside, but in his own heart. And he's contemplating on that. Very beautiful verse. Atmanam Atmana. Atmana Atmanam Atmastam. Tasmin nirmanuje ranye pippalopastha shritaha atmana atmanatmanam atmastham yatha shrita vichintayan dhayataschरणं भोजम्
ध्यायतश्चरणाम्भोजम्
भावनिर्जितचेतसा
भावनिर्जितचेतसा
औत्कण्ठाश्रुकलाक्षस्य
औत्कण्ठ्याश्रुकलाक्षस्य
हृद्यासीन्मे शनैर्हरिः
हृद्यासीन्मे शनैर्हरिः
ध्यायतश्चरणां भोजम् भावनिर्जितचेतसा
ध्यायतश्चरणाम्भोजम् भावनिर्जितचेतसा
औत्कण्ठाश्रुकलाक्षस्य हृद्यासीन्मे शनैर्हरिः
औत्कण्ठ्याश्रुकलाक्षस्य हृद्यासीन्मे शनैर्हरिः ध्यायतश्चरणाम्भोजम् भावनिर्जितचेतसा औत्कण्ठ्याश्रुकलाक्षस्य हृद्यासीन्मे शनैर्हरिः
Ayataha, while I am meditating, Charanam Bhojam, Lord's lotus feet, Bhava Nirjita Chetasa. That mind which is not saying now any difference. It's Bhava Nirjita. Now there is nothing that I am this, Lord is that, and I am meditating. All these feelings are not that. Everything now has unified. There is no separation of I am the one who is meditating, means awareness of my body, awareness of what action I'm doing, and on whom I'm meditating. All these three things are nirjita. There is nothing now. There is no separation. And that aukantha, that overwhelming feeling, ashru color, the tears rolled of akshasya, of the eyes. And then what happens? Hridaya seed. What that Hridaya seed? What was in that heart? Shanaihi me means what was in my heart. Hridaya seed me Shanaihi Hari. That Hari slowly revealed over there. And now there is no separation. Just that moment of Naradji, of what he is feeling. ध्यायतश्चरणां भोजं भावनिर्जितचेतसा औत्कण्ठ्याश्रुकलाक्षस्य हृद्यासीम्हे शनैर्हरिः. Then what happens to him? प्रेमातिभर निर्भिन्न पुलकाङ्गोति निर्वृतः.
प्रेमातिभरनिर्भिन्न पुलकाङ्गोति निवृतः.
आनन्दसम्प्लवे लीनः नापश्यमुभयं मुने.
आनन्दसम्प्लवे लीनः नापश्यमुभयं मुने.
प्रेमातिभरनिर्भिन्न पुलकाङ्गोति निर्वृतः.
प्रेमातिभरनिर्भिन्न पुलकाङ्गोति निवृतः.
आनन्दसम्प्लवे लीनः नापश्यमुभयं मुने.
आनन्दसम्प्लवे लीनः नापश्यमुभयं मुने. प्रेमातिभरनिर्भिन्न पुलकाङ्गोति निवृतः. आनन्दसम्प्लवे लीनः नापश्यमुभयं मुने.
Beautiful. He's describing that Prematibhara means he was so full of love and that inseparable joy, and that Pulakanga Atinevritta, he got horripilations, all the hair stood on the edges, and Ananda Samplava, ocean of happiness, Leenaha, he was lost in that bliss, and Na Apashyam Ubhayam Mune. I was not seeing two things, that I and the Lord. There was no separation. He experienced oneness, and he was in that horripilation and that bliss experience at that moment. Premati bhara nirbhinna pulakangoti nirvritaha ananda samplave leenaha napashyam ubhayam mune rupam bhagavato yattat.
रूपं भगवतो यत्तत्
मनः कान्तं शुचापहम्
मनः कान्तं शुचापहम्
अपश्यन् सहसोत्तस्थे
अपश्यन् सहसोत्तस्थे
वैक्लव्यादुर्मना इव
वैक्लव्याधुर्मना इव
रूपं भगवतो यत्तत् मनः कान्तं शुचापहम्
रूपं भगवतो यत्तत् मनः कान्तं शुचापहम्
अपश्यन् सहसोत्तस्थे वैक्लव्यादुर्मना इव
अपश्यन् सहसोत्तस्थे वैक्लव्यादुर्मना इव रूपं भगवतो यत्तत् मनः कान्तं शुचापहम् अपश्यन् सहसोत्तस्थे वैक्लव्यादुर्मना इव.
So we will see this meaning in the next. We'll reveal, we'll hold the Lord, because in this verse it says something. We'll not go into that phase. We'll stay in Naradji's this feeling where he is experiencing the Lord. And that was for a fraction of a second. And in that fraction of a second mode, we'll hold that. We'll start with the meaning of verse 19 and then proceed in the next session. Rupam Bhagavato Yattat Manah Kantam Shuchapaham Apashyan Sahasotasthe Vaiklavyadurmanaiva. Okay, so any queries? All pronunciations okay? We will join the daily Gita immediately. Let's end the session now. Heavy thundering, lightning, and heavy rains over here at this moment. Time I think the water will start raining. Lord has come. That's the shower. Also the fourth day of Navratri, the Kushmanda day, and our chanting has begun on this auspicious day. And the auspicious starts. The water will, it's a heavy rain that's pouring out. It's good now sometimes all these signs that they come and will remove impact. So Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shri Krishna Paramachu. Hari Om everyone. Thank
Hari
you.
Om.
You can see the rain behind me now.
Oh, rain has started.
Oh, yeah.
Where we reach down for the
Oh my
power
God.
has
Wow.
gone and
We cannot even hear one drop of rain sound, Varshaji. You are
And
so clear.
and there is a big sound and I can't hear. There is a thunder lightning outside and this sound is too much. So I think the mic of the laptop is such that it's not picking the water sounds.
Awesome. It looks
Not
beautiful.
hearing it.
Yes. No, nope, not hearing at all.
Not hearing it at all.
Nice though. Wow. Oh my goodness.
I don't know
Yes,
why it
that-
doesn't catch, but there's a terrible sound of water.
My favorite
Such a happy. Oh, the
Mandwa
power has also come.
locally.
Sorry. Sorry, I
I
didn't
said
hear.
in Telugu, it's called Mandwa. We call it Mandwa houses, that in between that you have like that and the water collection. Yeah. So, okay, daily Gita time. We're late.
Join now the
All right.
daily Gita in the train.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om,
Shaji,
everyone.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Yo.
Hari Om.